Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Othercide. So we're at day 9. We have a couple of missions, so we will do this rescue mission first. I'm thinking about bringing Claire. Yeah. She's a bit weaker, but I do have Chris, which is quite strong.
To pay any price.
And all I really have to do is just get Claire out of there. Chris can do majority of the damage. Bulk of the damage can be done by Chris. So, yeah.
This is a sign. Pray for deliverance.
But then I don't need to chase him. Right. You know, I don't need to chase him.
Another terror to haunt us. No mercy.
That's nice.
Her strength inspires me. Flesh is its canvas.
Yeah, when there's no one on the map, he will do that. That attack.
They want to trap us here.
Get the bright soul, evac the bright soul. We'll figure out what to do next later.
Shred them down. Exquisite. Memories once locked away from us.
Yeah, he can shoot me if he wants to. He won't do any damage though.
They worship torture and call it science. No more false prophets.
Only a devil will
If it
block our
misses,
holy
you just
sacrament.
use
With those legs.
you just use
Lips.
Memories once locked away from us. How foolish my fears.
I pray for your redemption.
okay, we got this.
Her strength inspires me. Ignore this blight at your peril. They will drag our daughters into the void. They collect pieces of broken souls.
Big guy.
It will reap what suffering has sown. Impressive. Will the poor one's suffering never end? Exquisite.
into my arms and repent your wicked ways.
Hold on, Chris. Hold on there.
I revel in her strength. Shred them down.
Blessed are those who heed the call.
Get out of here. Yeah, if if the shield bearer was still there, maybe I could have. If Harmony was still there, maybe I could have done it.
Together, you.
I could attempt the quarantine bridge resist him. I'd bring Melody. It's a bit stronger. I could attempt the quarantine bridge, but I think the maze will be easier. I think this will be easier. We'll just bring a bunch of shield bearers. We'll bring our shield bearers, which can just constantly tank. I can try this. The maze is a difficult map. But I don't really mind if people take some damage. It's okay. I can heal them. What I do mind is daughters getting killed. It is a hunt mission after all, so it shouldn't be that difficult. We do have Blacksmith's Grace.
Guilty conscience obscures your path. The road to salvation is quite clear.
strength inspires me.
I didn't bring Joe because actually Melody is a lot stronger. Just a larvae. There's just two big guys I need to take care of. I don't like the big guys. I'm not a fan of them. They can cause you trouble if you're not careful.
No mercy.
Only a devil will block our holy sacrament. With those legs, those lips.
Yeah. These guys.
Her strength inspires me.
Grasping mandible. I'm immobilized. He will back away and shoot me. Go. Nice. That's what I want. That means they're going for melody. Interesting.
Striking. Memories once locked away from us. bitter victory. Memories once locked away from us.
There's nothing I can do for her. It will hit very high damage.
Her strength inspires me. Flawless.
Shield bearers can tank. That's the advantage. GG.
striking.
Alright, well done everyone. We took some damage, but
Memories
it's what's
once
expected.
locked away from us.
Yeah, HP, skills, shadow rounds. We didn't really need shadow rounds, but it helped. You know? We didn't really need it. But it was not, like, bad. It helped.
His creed promises strength won't shackle my
No matter
daughters.
what, we will find our own.
It helps. Every bit helps, you know? I could initiative delay, but I think I'll just increasing damage.
Our daughters
Let's
ache
see.
to battle the next nightmare.
I'm looking at the ritual mission.
What will you remember now?
I'm looking at the ritual mission. I'm looking at... where's this? This is in the flooded subway? Okay, that's an easy mission. Then this. The plague cemetery. Look, we'll do this mission. We'll bring Chris, Jill, Melody, and Harmony. We need this team. Look, the alternative is simple. The alternative is Helena.
We will dismantle this prison.
Yeah. I think what we need to do here is trying to get up there as soon as possible. We'll probably end up defeating all the enemies, but the more enemies we kill, the better it is. You know, you get more memories and more
he
XP,
crafted
everything.
companions from his pain.
Yeah. That's not great. You know, the infected must die first, and then we will try to kill the larvae.
Come into my arms and repent your wicked ways.
I revel in her strength. I revel in her strength. No more false prophets.
20 something, right?
Flawless. What new horrors must we face? They want to trap us here. No more false prophets. Shatter them. Flesh is its canvas.
Yeah. We need to kill it soon.
They worship torture and call it science. Stand back or be caught in regret.
Okay. I'm not doing so well, but it's okay. It's
They
not that
worship
bad.
torture and call it science.
There's just a lot of enemies coming and it's hard. There's just so many enemies.
Flawless. Shred them down. Exquisite.
I can use crystal tank if it needs to be. If it needs to be. If it needs to be, it needs to be.
I pray for your redemption.
Memories once locked away from us.
I can. I don't have to, but I can.
Exquisite. Another terror to haunt us. Exquisite.
I got overzealous with that shadow round.
Flawless.
Only a devil will block our holy sacrament. With those legs, those lips.
Ignore this blight at your peril. They will drag our daughters into the void.
Yeah, I got overzealous with that shadow rounds.
It will reap what suffering has sown. What new horrors must we face?
I pray for your redemption.
Memories once locked away from us. A bitter victory.
That's why shadow rounds, when they stack together, they become insanely powerful.
How foolish my fears.
Like, insane.
Impressive. No mercy. Impressive.
Yeah, he can immobilize me, so what? It's not even a problem. Yeah, he will immobilize me, and what?
Come into my arms and repent your wicked ways. Blessed are those who heed the call.
More followers of his twisted creed.
Okay, so Chris should be able to do this. Because the armor shredding means you can do more damage.
No more false
Okay,
prophets.
good. Yeah, this grasping mandible
Memories
is very
once
annoying.
locked away from us.
You will just heal that guy, so that's good. Like, he will just buff that guy, which is sort of what I want him to do.
Impressive.
Come into my arms and repent your wicked ways.
Nice shot, bro. Nice shot. Yeah, I wanted him to shoot me. That was good. Oh, hey, how's it going, Nemo? How are you? I didn't see you there as well. Did you just come online? Cool. Ah, I'm doing well, you know? I can get him. Yeah, I got him. Nice.
Come into
It
my
looks like
arms
he's on a
and
different
repent
tile.
your wicked
The
ways.
game kind of bugs out a bit towards the end. The Shore of Giants. You know, this map is very interesting. You can see, like, there's a staircase. See, there's a staircase leading down, and there's all these massive massive creatures on the background, but you don't know whether they're statues or they're actually real, or they were alive once. It's very crazy. Just a very daunting atmosphere, you know? Grasping mandible. Yeah, so these are range units. When you get close to them, they will back away and use a snapshot. So keep at least 4 tiles of distance away from them. Otherwise, these enemies aren't very dangerous because they don't do a lot of damage, but there are versions of them that do a ton more damage. And they are very dangerous. So... And same as these guys, if you get close to them, they will use sticky armor. And you do not want them to use sticky armor. Sticky armor is very annoying. And if you go... And also it can immobilize you for 60 initiative units. It's very annoying. Yes, this game has many annoying enemies.
No more false prophets.
And also they're grasping mandible. Even when you kill them, they still immobilize you. They're actually units called maggots later on, which are super annoying. Because they immobilize you for 80 initiative units, so they can keep you perpetually immobilized. Alright, I'm getting a message that says internet quality is not sufficient, is too poor and not sufficient to keep up the stream, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever because I'm using an Ethernet cable. So I'm just going to stay on this screen for a little bit. 1 second. So I will just stay on this screen until the internet connection restores. Hello, how's it going? Yeah, that makes sense because I got a message that says internet connection quality is too poor to keep up for the stream. So I noticed when my stream is skipping due to that message. Originally I thought it's because Wi-Fi connection is bad, but no, I'm connecting with the Ethernet cable. Just 1 second, let me check something. 1 second. Okay, so I also double checked. I'm using a LAN cable for sure. It's clearly written. Can't make this stuff up. Took a screenshot as well. If people don't believe me, yeah. So it must be because the NBN has some problem. Because I'm using an Ethernet cable, so it can't be because of packet loss due to Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi connection, there's sometimes packet loss and sometimes connection quality issue. But I'm using an Ethernet, so that as I told you before, this skipping occurs both with the Ethernet cable as well as Wi-Fi. So it's not really related to Wi-Fi and Ethernet cable. Obviously, Ethernet cable is less likely to happen because you don't have as much, Wi-Fi. Sometimes you get packet loss, etc. So this means it's due to the NBN connection. So it's the internet connection problem, and there's nothing I can do. It's just the way the NBN works. It doesn't matter even if I change internet service provider. The NBN has this problem. Different internet service provider, if they're using the NBN network, they have the same problem. I've talked to a lot of people about this. This isn't my problem. If the stream skips, and if I see that internet connection quality issue, I will just stop playing. I will pause and stop playing. I won't go to the menu and pause. I'll just sit there with and pause for about a minute just for the connection to get back up. Yeah, I leave it on the screen for a while, and so
There is no
This creed
safety.
promises
this will have less problems.
No matter what, we
So
will
the stream
find our
skips,
own.
it just skips to the same spot.
Together,
Freaking annoying.
Longer now.
Yeah, I mean, I've asked a lot of people, and everyone says it's related to the NBN. It has not. I mean, obviously, if you're using an Ethernet cable, it's not as good as connecting with Wi-Fi for obvious reasons, but for obvious reasons, Wi-Fi is still not as good as an Ethernet cable, but it still
This
happens
will
with a
not
LAN
stand.
cable. This means before it was a problem of the Ethernet. Yeah, so it skips because it freezes for a minute and it picks up. It picks up where it unfreezes. So during that freezing period, some stuff already happened.
Suffering left
Happened.
a mark everywhere.
So
Even beneath the streets.
when you watch the playback, it skips. I noticed that message comes up. And I noticed that message comes up even with LAN cable. It seems to do with something to do with the internet connection. It's really not related to the fact you're using a LAN cable or you're not using a LAN cable. You get the same problem.
no more false prophets.
Oh, really? But, okay, I'll check the playback. Sometimes during the playback,
Another terror to
you
haunt
will
us.
see it. Like, it will skip that bit. Maybe when you're watching the stream now, it's okay. But during the playback, I think it will have problems. Of course, I can't be sure. I haven't seen the stream playback yet. So I wouldn't know. You know? Yeah, I haven't seen the stream playback, so I wouldn't know for sure. Oh, okay, I see. Well, I hope when I do the playback, the same problem doesn't occur.
Ignore this blight at your peril.
You know?
They will drag our daughters into the void.
Sometimes it happens. Yeah, I see the massive shot. I see it.
A bitter victory.
Don't need to worry about it. It's not gonna happen.
Memories.
You ain't gonna get
once
that
locked
massive
away
shot
from
off.
us.
Not when Rebecca's around. Rebecca can protect Ada.
No more false prophets.
Yeah, I mean, it's a problem with the the MBN network.
Only a devil
It's
will
not
block
really
out
related to the
42nd.
fact that
With those legs.
whether it's Ethernet or LAN cable, or Wi-Fi, it's just the MBN has this problem, and there's nothing we can do about it. And also sometimes the game will crash as well. So if the game crashes, for example, if the game crashes here, right? If the game crashes here, the stream will crash, and there's nothing I can do. And it's the game's problem. The game is buggy, it crashes, it happens. It happens with this type of... I don't know why these types of games always it has problems. XCOM as well, it's really annoying. I just feel like they should have playtest this kind of things better. Like Resident Evil games, I rarely ever crash. I rarely ever had a crash. I think I played Resident Evil 2 Remake. I didn't have a single crash. And I played that for quite a while. Resident Evil 3 Remake, there are some bugs, but I rarely ever saw... I can't remember whether the game ever crashed on me. And I played Resident Evil 3 Remake a lot. If you watch my streams, I played Resident Evil 3 Remake a lot. More than this game, probably. But particularly all the hours I spent off camera as well, off stream. So if the game crashes in the middle of the mission, I have no choice but to reload the game, and I will start at the beginning of the mission, okay? That's not the same as me quitting to the main menu and resetting the mission. Because that's the game's problem. The game crashed, and it's the developer's problem. It's not because I'm not skilled enough that I had to reset the mission.
Will the poor one's suffering never end?
Anyway, Nemo, I got a question. Do you think Ada will make her appearance in future Resident Evil games? Obviously, she wasn't in Resident Evil 7. But do you think she will be in other Resident Evil games? Maybe, Resident Evil,
They collect
4 Remake,
pieces of broken
obviously.
souls.
What do you think? You think she's gonna be in this game, Resident Evil Village?
It will reap what
see.
suffering has sown.
I think she might be in Resident Evil Village. Yeah, but not always, though.
I pray for your redemption.
She didn't always appear alongside Leon. Not always.
They want to trap
Because, remember... I guess she did appear alongside Leon. Because I was thinking about Resident Evil 6. And Resident Evil 6 did have Leon. Fine. I mean... It kind of did, and it kind of didn't. So...
Flesh is its canvas.
Well, I mean, okay. God, I hate these enemies. Excuse me about my language, but I really hate these enemies. The infected. Really hate them.
Her strength inspires me.
There's a reason why I'm doing that. There's a reason why I moved data, okay? There's a reason. You'll see the reason soon.
No more false prophets.
Yeah, I guess Resident Evil 6 had Leon. I mean, it had everybody. I think that was what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring everyone back, except they didn't bring everyone back. They didn't bring Claire back. They had Helena, which I didn't mind. I thought Helena was a cool character, but they had Pierce. Pierce was unnecessary, mate. Pierce was not necessary for the game. And also Pierce died at the end, which was super annoying as well. I mean, it would have been better if Pierce was a resurrecting, like a reoccurring character. They had Sherry and Jake. Jake was like an anti-hero. Okay, fine, you know. You know what they should have had? Chris and Carlos. I always say they should have Chris and Carlos. That would be an awesome team because, you know, I think Carlos will be less emotional. Like Chris was super emotional in Resident Evil 6. I think Carlos would have been able to calm him down, and also they would have
flourish. No matter what, we will find out.
They will have a connection with Jill as well. So I think
it is done. But what?
But they didn't have to. They don't have to kill off a reoccurring character. You know what I mean? They didn't have to do that. All they have to do. You know what they have to do? All they gotta do is very simple. They just say, okay, we have Carlos, you know, and we're gonna make everybody survive. But they didn't have to kill off Carlos, you know. I don't think it's necessary.
Time slips by.
Our base armor is increased by 15%. Okay, you know what we need to do? But they could have changed the story and not made anybody die. You know what I mean? They could have done that. I know they could have done that. They could have easily done that. They didn't have to. They didn't have to make peace. I mean,
her sacrifice births another.
Yeah, but they could have easily changed the story. They could have easily have changed. They didn't have to change a lot of story. They just changed one section of the story and just say Pierce didn't die. Bam. It was that simple. I mean, if they had Carlos didn't die. Hey, you know. Let's just have the cheaper one. They clearly didn't want you to what? Yeah, we'll go with this mission. Later, we'll bring Jill and Chris. But they clearly didn't want you to.
What more must we
I meant to not you.
before
What?
The end?
What do you mean? What are you talking about? The deacon. Yeah, I'm thinking about the deacon. As a boss, the Deacon is not so difficult. But having said that,
We delve deep into the dark corners.
yeah, I know you're right. Just sucks, you know. Not to get the character that you want. I don't know, it does, I just don't feel like it's that difficult.
Striking.
Come around.
I pray for your redemption.
Oh, yeah, okay. I know why Joe does so much damage now. I know why. Yeah, and also, you know what was the other problem with Resident Evil 6? Was Resident Evil 6 was all over the place. It was a horror game, it was an action game, it was not really survival horror at all. There was no survival horror bit, but it tried to be survival horror. Resident Evil tried to be so many things. The car chasing, the snowmobile chasing. It was trying to take everything from all the other Resident Evil games. You know? It was,
The veil grows
it
weak.
just had too many things.
Power stronger.
It didn't know what it wants to be. I think
Blessed
Resident
are
Evil
those
6
who
was
heed the
very,
call.
you know, all over the place. Okay, I still enjoyed it. It was a fun game. There was aspects of it that was quite enjoyable. I don't deny it. There was aspects that was quite enjoyable. Resident Evil 6's story also didn't make a lot of sense, you know? It was just like, I don't even know what it was. I don't really
They
understand.
worship torture and call it science.
It was just like something that happened, you know?
Stand back or be caught in regret.
I pray for your redemption.
You know, a lot of things happened in Resident Evil 6. That was what it was. But none of it was that great.
A bitter victory. Memories once locked away from us.
But they didn't have to do it. They
Her
don't
strength
have to do it.
inspires me.
That's what I'm trying to say. They don't have to do it. They don't need to do it. It wasn't like, okay, we need to kill off these characters because, you know, if we don't kill off these characters, well, our series ain't gonna continue. Like, they don't have to do any of these things. All they have to do is to create a game that's enjoyable. Yeah, I suppose you're right. They don't even really have to create the game, you know? They could just say, hey, you guys, we're finishing Resident Evil.
I revel in her strength.
Yeah, they don't. I didn't say they have to do it that way. I just mean that
Memories
they could have done it
once
better.
locked away from us.
And I know, it's easy said than done, you know? Everybody's a critic, you know? It's so easy to criticize. You can say, okay, they could have done this way, they could have done that way. It's very easy to criticize. And I know that as well. I just feel like...
Shatter them.
Oh, once I actually saw Salvation on the timeline. I saw it, and I was like, okay, I better kill this.
Shatter them.
I lost soul, otherwise. Yeah, I know what you mean. I just hope that they do a
His creed
a
promises
better
to
job than they did
flourish.
last time
No
with
matter
Resident
what,
Evil
we
3
will
remake.
find our own.
Less disappointing.
Another threat
May
has
this
come to
memory
an
be
end.
one- This time.
Uh-huh. How about using okay, alright, we'll bring Shield Bearer. We don't need to worry about survival missions until about the
What
4th
more
week
must we
and the 5th week.
sacrifice before the end?
Then it becomes... Yeah, it's true. It's true. It could be. And, you know, I just don't think they make games like what they used to make. And I think that's why...
They've come for us.
You know, one of the reasons I think Dark Souls was very successful was that, in some sense, Dark Souls was such,
suffering.
you know, very unique for what it was. But you know, as a game, Dark Souls was very unique. I'm not talking about the combat, just the way the game is built. It wasn't a lazy game. There's a lot of games in this that was very lazy. I'm not talking about games that are bad. I'm just talking about a lazy game. And there have been a lot of lazy games. For example, Resident Evil 3 Remake was a lazy game. They didn't bother to take the effort.
I revel in her strength.
Dead Space 3 was a lazy game. You know? They couldn't bother to put the effort. But I didn't think any of the Dark Souls game was lazy, you know? None of the Dark Souls games were lazy. The games was very well done, you know? What I mean is that okay, it had its problems, and people didn't like it. I can understand. Okay.
Those lips.
You don't like it because of these game mechanics. Actually, a lot of people complained about player versus player as well.
Victory.
It wasn't just player versus engine. The only major
Memories
criticism
once locked away from us.
in the player versus engine part was the fact that was the fact that, what do you call it? Was the fact the map was a bit linear. That was the only criticism for player versus engine part. But in terms of player versus player, there was a lot of criticism on the player versus player mechanics.
The veil grows weaker, his power stronger. More followers of his.
But one thing I have to say that a lot of people fail to look at.
I pray for your redemption.
Yeah, but the Japanese name was. But the Japanese game was called Biohazard. It's just that. It's just the English version called. It's called Resident Evil. The Japanese version was called Biohazard. Right, Philip?
They worship torture.
I'm pretty sure the Japanese version of Resident Evil is called what do you call it? Biohazard, right? I'm very sure it's called Biohazard.
How foolish my fears. Flesh is
But didn't they leave
canvas.
Capcom? Didn't the creator of Resident Evil leave Capcom? I'm pretty sure the creator of Resident Evil left Capcom, right? Oh, I don't know. I don't know whether it was their creator. Maybe it was a creator. Because there's many people that... I know the person who made...
The veil grows weaker, his power stronger.
Right, just stay towards the left-hand side. Because this is better.
Exquisite. Memories once locked away from us.
Come into my arms and repent your wicked ways.
I'm very sure he
Memories
left.
Once locked away from us.
Because he wasn't happy in Capcom. Like, there was some... I don't know. There was something happening in Capcom that he didn't want. Or he wanted to go somewhere to create a different game. I don't know the reason. But the same as the guy who made Silent
They
Hills
worship torture
also left,
and
right?
cold silence.
He made the Death Stranding. People didn't like Death Stranding. And, you know, Death Stranding was innovative. Like, the innovation in Death Stranding was awesome. It was such an innovative game, you know? It wasn't a game... It didn't feel like a game. It's like a walking simulator. But it was fun.
The veil grows weaker, his power stronger.
It was totally different to what you would expect. And makes you appreciate creativity, you know? People's got their creativity.
No more false prophets. Memories once locked away from us. A bitter victory. Memories
once locked away from us.
It's time to bail for the exit.
What new horrors must we face?
It will reap what suffering has sown.
Blessed are those who heed the call.
Why would they fire him?
We go where
That's
we
stupid.
are called.
Like, they fired him, or they just, like, they just had a disagreement and he left? Well, I guess fired is a fairly general term. Like, people resigning could be fired, or they could just go, well, F you guys, I don't like working here, so I'm going. Yeah, but fired is a very generic term. Yeah, I'm not arguing with you or anything like that. I'm just saying that
Ignore this blight at your peril. They will drag our daughters into the void.
I'm just saying that, well, I guess I don't know the story. No one will tell you the story anyway. People will tell you something and then it's something else. Because some people, they just get unhappy in their job. They sort of just resign. And, well, they had a disagreement.
The veil grows
I guess, you know, workplace disagreements are common.
stronger.
Why don't I just get Harmony out of here? We'll sacrifice Melody's HP. And Mercy will get up there. No, because that Hunter is the only enemy that scares crap out of me because they can leap. And leap across the freaking map. So they can move, leap, attack you, and then
Shred them down.
set up for an AoE. There must be some sort of disagreement. They wouldn't just
Memories
fire someone
once
that's
locked
created
away
that.
from us.
You know? Usually they will just... You know, usually it wouldn't be... It would be something like... Usually it has to be pretty bad disagreement. It's like... But, you know, this kind of disagreements can get very bad because, like, what happened in, what do you call it? Can't do that, bro. Just need to be careful. If that was a Reaper, that you would have to take very good care. Get out of here. Don't even sit there. Do not under any circumstances block me. You can get blocked. Like what happened to the guy who created Silent Hill? he had a very bad argument
Her strength inspires me.
with the CEO, right? And that's why he left. And he created Death Stranding.
Memories once locked away from us.
The CEO of Konami. Konami was going to mobile games. You know, I liked Konami as a gaming company. Konami had some very interesting titles in the past. They were really big on them. They were very famously known for Silent Hill, but during the NES era, they made many great games.
No matter what, we will find our own.
Yeah, it sucks that they're no longer with us. It is
done. But what falls today may rise again tomorrow.
We probably could beat it with 2 shield bearer.
Suffering sends monsters. We will send our daughters.
Why would Capcom dissolve that studio?
The remnant of the child's past has fled back into the void.
Okay, so we have another rescue mission. Sure. I'm game. No, we will bring Melody. We need Melody, and we'll bring Jill. I could bring the other person. Okay, let's just see if we can buff up anybody. I could bring Claire rather than Jill, but I think I don't want to bring. Okay, we'll put that for Claire. And do I have target immobilization? I still don't have target immobilization. Oh, I see. But you see, I don't know. Jill, Melody. Okay, then the studio was dissolved. Okay, I see, I see.
We will dismantle this prison.
What do you mean last masterpiece? He's not making games anymore? The guy from Death Stranding, he's cool. I like him as an actor.
Let my creations fill the ocean, fill the world, and drag it into the void.
Why would you want to drag it into the void? I remember this. Yeah, I remember this bit. Okay. Yeah, it did. And there was many games that liked Resident Evil, the same as Dark Souls, and to some degree, Silent Hill, and as well as Dead Space as well. Dead Space was a very successful game. It's just they messed up. They got lazy. That's what happens. They got lazy with the game, and that's what happened. Whenever you get lazy with a game, you make a bad game. And that doesn't mean if you're not lazy with a game, you will make a good game. It just means you're less likely to do it. Trust me, it's easy to be lazy with a game.
Flawless. Memories once locked away from us.
Alright, everybody group up on Chris. That's what we need you to do. I could, but the problem is Melody gonna be able to get to her? Because maybe Melody is not gonna be able to get to her. It's a risky move. I'm worried. Okay, we'll just use it.
Her strength inspires me.
We do it because we are able to kill an enemy, and that's important. You know, if we have to burst, we have to burst. Yeah, there's a lot of competition as well. Competition is very severe these days. That's what I want him to do. Yeah, because there's just a lot of competition. Think about how many games are out there. How many
I pray for your redemption.
how many games are out there? I'm talking about all the. There's a lot of games. Indie studios. There's so many indie studios.
Memories
Alright,
once
this is
locked
gonna
away
hurt.
from us. Shatter them. Flawless.
Don't shoot the bright off. Ooh. I was getting nervous. I thought he might shoot the bright off. Alright, not too bad. No, because of sticky armor, I need to be careful.
No mercy. Will the poor one's suffering never end?
I see.
Blessed are those who heed the call.
Have you seen the Spider-Man films? Which is your favorite Spider-Man?
They worship torture and call it science.
Have you read the comics as well? Or only the film?
I revel in her
that was
strength.
nearly a one-shot.
They worship torture and call it science.
I could engage him. I could pull back. I think I might pull back. Just so they can target lock her. I thought about it.
Flesh is its canvas.
Only a devil would block our holy sacrament.
Well, no sticky armor here.
Those legs. Those lips.
I think sticky armor ran out. I mean, actually, the actual armor buff. But,
A bitter victory. How
I never heard of
foolish my
that
fears.
studio. I see. Spider-Man 3. To be honest, I haven't seen too many superhero movies. I think the last one I saw was which one was it?
I revel in her strength.
What was it called? What was it called?
The veil grows weaker. His power stronger.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about that that studio. Oh, sorry, heard a lot of things about. Oh, I see. Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, I've seen that. Alright, let's finish this
Exquisite.
guy. Move up. Yep, block them. So they can't attack me. Well, I mean, he can. He still can attack Harmony, but it's gonna be less of a problem. Okay, 2 maggots. It's not called maggot, it's called larvae.
How foolish my fears.
So I don't know if this is a really good idea. I may just move back a bit. I see. The electronic district, right? In Tokyo. I learned it from the game called Tokyo Dark. I should go back to it because I haven't got some of the endings.
Twisted creed. Shred them down. Memories once locked away from us.
Ignore this blight at your peril. They will drag our daughters into the void.
Do you think Sega will ever release a console? Like, or do you think that that will never happen?
It will reap what suffering has sown.
Man, I miss my Sega Saturn. I do miss it.
The veil grows weaker.
I wonder what would happen in a if Sega was ever like that would be interesting.
Flawless.
Only a devil will block our holy sacrament. With those legs, those lips. Come into my arms and repent your wicked ways.
Invisible enemy. Not a big fan of that.
Only a devil will block our holy sacrament. With those legs, those lips.
Yeah, it was. You're right, it was a failure, but I wonder what it will be. You know, if there was ever a console from Sega. I wonder. I just wonder, that's all.
Exquisite.
I think it would be
Memories
awesome.
once locked away from us.
What do you think it will be called? I wonder what if there was a third console. I wonder what Sega will. I wonder what it will be called. Like,
Memories once locked away from us.
I wonder what it will be called.
More followers of his twisted creed.
Yeah, I wonder what the name will be. Yeah, me too.
A bitter victory.
Me too. I enjoyed the Sega Saturn. I did enjoy it. I thought it was a good console. They both got damaged by that. That's a cool thing about Protective Force. You can push into other enemies. It's very cool. Oh, yeah, I forgot. He has armor. Why do I always make the same mistake? I should check. Like, you think his armor will run out by now, right? How long does this armor last for? Oh, okay. 70 initiative units, that's why. What's movie card?
I revel in
Does it
her
allow you to
strength.
play movies? Is that what it is? But I think the Sega can just read discs, right? Then again, I don't know.
I pray for your redemption.
Memories once locked away from us.
I see. I didn't know you need a movie card to do that. But that's interesting. That guy's more dangerous.
Striking.
Man, CDs just sounds so old. I remember when we were using floppy disks
Come into my arms.
as storage media. There was no USBs. There was no
Memories
flash memory.
once locked away from us.
There was only floppy drives, and they often corrupted. The files from the floppy drive often got old, and they got corrupted, and you can't use them again. Yeah, zip drives. But zip drives were there just for a bit. Like, they were never really... Oh yeah, okay. This should do enough damage. Zip drives. Yeah, they wouldn't... I don't know if they were ever the thing. Yeah, because they were insanely expensive. I think they were very expensive than floppy. And also... But they were much more stable. But they're just not really a thing.
Only a devil will block our holy sacrament.
I just don't think...
Knows.
what do you call it? I just don't think they ever was very popular, zip drives. And then
Memories
after a
once
few
locked
years
away
later,
from us.
you just get USBs. But in the beginning, USBs were small, you know? Actually, I remember USBs were very popular back then. I think the earliest USB was only 32 megs or something. 32 megs. I remember I had a 512 meg USB, and that was like huge. That was the latest thing. But after like a few months, after about a year.
Follow this sinner.
No matter what, we will find our own.
No, let's free her. Yeah, I'm sure I want to free.
May this memory be one of
I
freedom.
get some V-time. Could do the ritual mission. Where is the ritual mission? The crossroads. But what about this? The chapel. Yeah, that sounds better. I'm thinking Helena or Rebecca. But anyway, I think we'll think about that mission later. Could also do the quarantine bridge. I failed to see how that will be better. Yeah, I failed to see how that would be better. Yeah, I got target mobilization here. I'm not gonna use it for the moment. I think I might give up Melody for someone later, like sacrifice Melody. Yeah, we'll think about what mission to do next. I think I'll do the chapel mission. Yeah, I think I'll do the chapel. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. I do appreciate the view. It was great for having you guys joining me, Philip, Nemo. I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now. Have a good night. Yeah, I'll think about what to do next. The Deacon, boss battle, etc. Bye.